Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Happy Friday, you morning at the Cabineers. Wheeler, Ollie, Lecter with you on your Friday morning. Still dark outside, 1.5 degrees above zero. A little frost on the window this morning, but no snow as of yet, or so I saw. Although I have been asleep for the last 7.5 hours. So, I don't know. Has it snowed in the last 7.5 hours?
No, but I was genuinely cold walking to work this morning.
It was cold. It is cold.
Sweater, fall jacket.
Yeah.
Freezing.
Yeah, I got my like Marty McFly like life preserver jacket on. It's down-filled. It's lovely.
Dork thinks he's gonna drown.
Oh, thank goodness we got that Back to the Future reference in that we get in every show right at the top. Ollie, you were at a show last night. What show was it?
Carmen Brayton. Brand new album.
How was it?
Very, very entertaining. Yep, there is one track in there that I kind of want as my next news theme for Carmen.
Well, you can't have it.
We can't
already have a
all
news
of her
theme.
music for
Yeah.
our news themes.
Already have a Carmen Brayton news theme.
That's
Fine.
That's right.
It's very good. Yeah,
Okay.
nice. Etienne and Flavor Trader did all the catering over at the museum for it.
Very nice.
It's a very tasty show as well. It's a very good one to listen to as well. And we got it recorded. So that and
Beautiful.
Lena Gilday show will both be played out next week.
Very nice. For those of you who missed it, we're not able to attend. You'll be able to hear it here on Cabin Radio. Just kind of harkening back to the days of yore when we started this thing. This is exactly what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Take local artists who are having album releases, who are having parties, who are having concerts.
And steal
record
their
them,
music.
Steal their music. Forever. It's ours now. It's under the Cabin Radio logo. That's
on
right.
LimeWire.
On LimeWire. Mislabeled as Carmen Gilday and Leela Braden.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter with you on your Friday morning, a chilly Friday morning. Last night, Ollie attended Carmen Braden's album launch, and is that the Legislative Assembly?
No, it was at the museum.
Well, for God's sake, you crossed those two things together in my head.
What do you want about?
I don't know. You want to talk about the Legislative Assembly gift shop, though?
Oh, bless him. So yesterday, the Legislative Assembly put out a news release to do two things. One, it's got a nice new logo. And it is a nice new logo. Can't argue with that. It's got a nice new logo, and they wanted the world to know. And that's fine. People do that all the time. They rebrand. And it's like, look at that nice new logo. Great. But then in the news release itself, it says, and this is pretty much word for word, the Legislative Assembly looks forward to opening a promotional storefront to branded Legislative Assembly items will be available in future.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's been missing from your life up till now?
Absolutely. I want one of the little bird's eye, little model Legislative Assembly keychains.
Oh, like one of the ones that's made out of some like awful, god-awful, like cheap plastic material.
Absolutely.
That is then like a little bit slanted, and you bring it back and you like give it to your parents. You're like, look where I've been, and they like throw it in the bin.
If anything, as we move towards a greener future, we need more like cheap gift shop stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So is this the old logo I'm looking at right now with the two golden narwhals?
Well, it's probably one of them.
No, that's the crest. I don't think they've rebranded the crest.
The crest
Okay.
is still the crest. It's the logo is just a branding thing.
What's the difference between a crest and a logo?
Well, the logo is like the logo would be what I have on my arm.
Ah.
The crest is like what represents us as a clan.
Which is what you have on your arm.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Jesse may have selected a poor example.
It was a poor example, but the crest would be like what the crest for like your family crest would be.
Okay.
But then the label for your family would just be like you with your thumbs up, like going. Eh?
How did you know my family crest?
That's not your crest. That's your logo.
Oh, that's my logo.
I haven't done the news story. You're not going to find it.
I don't understand branding. Where do I find this new logo?
Go to the Legislative Assembly's website.
Oh my! Now we're surfing the web.
Okay.
This will be the most traffic the legislature has had in one go.
There we go.
Okay.
Woohoo! 2 unique visitors.
And then I don't know. They've probably put it somewhere. No, they haven't.
They've got
No,
a
they-
countdown.
okay.
Is that the countdown till they release the logo?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, that's-
no, that's the countdown till day one.
Day
of the
one,
19th
the 19th. Yeah.
Legislative Assembly.
Isn't that so exciting?
Oh, 28
Countdown?
days, 2 hours, 45 minutes.
So let
and-
me get this straight.
Sorry, 44 minutes.
Let me get this straight. They get elected on Tuesday, and they don't got to go to work until
Take a
like
month
the end
off.
of the month.
They got to decide who's in charge, and it takes a few weeks
What
for all
the hell, man?
all the horse trading and all the secret handshakes to finish.
And I bet they're getting paid the entire time.
And then
Wait,
there's
a good question. Do they get paid from the minute they're elected?
Well, I don't think literally someone turns up at the door and starts showering them with notes.
Just making it rain in the
making
ledge.
it rain. Take all these federal dollars and shove it.
I don't know precisely when the exact moment is that they become an MLA. You ask a very good question.
I guess you'll find out soon enough.
I will.
You are
I'm going to get
runaway-
elected. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel
Now-
that tingle.
Do deputy MLAs get paid the whole time, or do they just get you clock in the moment someone sneezes in the house?
Yeah.
You're like,
as soon as I'm in the chair, basically,
Yeah.
there's going to be little meters on the chair. It's going to register that someone's sitting in it that's not the person, because it's all coded to the person,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because if anything, we're spending we spend a lot of money on stuff like that, like the technology to recognize, chair recognition technology.
Right.
So it's going to recognize, Bob McLeod's butt to Kevin O'Reilly's butt to
And those
whoever
are two
else's
butts that do not mix.
Don't mix. When are you going to mix up your butts?
Well, you'll all have your each individual grooves, and we'll
That's
of
right.
course
That's right.
recognize those grooves and conduct accordingly.
That's right.
And I guess to not waste time because you are only sitting in when needed,
Yeah.
they'll probably just have someone come in with a laundry bag with a dollar sign on
Yeah.
it.
Let's
plop
be
it back
clear.
in your
I'm
lap.
always needed, but I'm not necessarily always in the ledge. So, yeah.
Always needed, not necessarily always wanted.
Always wanted or there, but needed for sure. So they've rebranded, which we can't see. So
It's not a good start.
No,
It's
it's not a good
it's
start.
a cute little logo.
When does the gift shop open?
Well, I don't know. It's all very enigmatic. I'm going to see if we can get Cabin Radio merchandise in there. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it?
I mean, we can't get Cabin Radio merchandise at the cabin, so I don't
this
know.
is our next
at the
best
cabin
bet.
gift shop. So this is our next best bet.
We're going to give it a shot. Come for the politics, stay for the hoodies.
Stay for the hoodies. Oh my lord!
Here, look, have a fatty pack. Go and govern.
That'd be awesome. Okay. Well, I look forward to that. I hope there are MLA action figures. That'd be great.
Oh, please let there be MLA.
Yeah, and then
you
you just
could make them nod along, and all of Cabinet can pretend that the regular MLAs agree.
Bobbleheads. It writes
bobbleheads that
itself.
just kind of yes.
Oh,
yes,
man.
Yes.
Say no more.
And then we could just conduct interviews and have a little placard that says "More money from Ottawa," and all the bobbleheads go up and down. Yep. Road to nowhere. Yep. Into any of the communities on the way. No.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Curbside giveaway weekend. Booyah. Exciting time here in Yellowknife. This is the time where you get to take all your crap that you don't want anymore that's still usable and put it out on the curb. Because I mean, putting stuff up on YK Trader is actually pretty easy, and and the classifieds on Facebook, it actually goes pretty well. But there's some stuff there that you're just like, I don't want to go through the hassle of trying to have people come by my house and doing all the bidding and stuff like that, because there's always one person that's like, you put something up for $150, they're like, would you take 50?
Yeah.
No! Come on!
Yeah.
So curbside giveaway weekend, go drive around the town, figure out what you like, and just take it.
You got your route planned, Ollie?
I've got my route planned. I do want to
Hey.
make sure that people are aware of the key rule with this, which is that if it's attached to the house or alive, it's probably not available for giving.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Although we are gonna circumvent those rules. Our curbside giveaway will be AJ in a box.
Who wouldn't take that?
Right? That's right.
It's really need a box.
Just lock them in the box. Really, but poke some holes in it, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Remember what happened last time?
Oof.
Ugh.
Let's not.
There used to be 6 members of
not.
this cabin radio team.
That ruined that box.
I was reusing that box, and now I can't anymore because there's a dead person in it. So curbside giveaway. I don't think I have anything that I can give away. I think I've got an ironing board that maybe someone could have. If you like an ironing board, come on by.
I don't think the idea is that like some sort of medieval feudal curbside giveaway. You must give something away.
think that's what it is.
Otherwise, they come and like
That's right.
They
It's like,
run you through
have
with a
to
sword.
participate.
It's like a sacrifice.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
King Herod of Yellowknife has
So-
decreed that everyone must place something outside their property.
And anyone who doesn't participate on Sunday evening, someone rolls around and says, "Bring out your dead, bring out your dead."
I do love the idea of a mandatory curbside
Oh
giveaway.
my lord!
where
There's got to be
everyone-
something I can give away.
You know, it's actually not the worst idea.
You know what?
It
I
would
got-
save some of us from ourselves.
I have an Xbox 360 that I don't want to sell because
But you don't play it.
I don't play it. I've got an Xbox One now.
There you go.
So maybe I'll put that on the curb in the middle of the cold. Here you go.
Probably raining.
No games, one controller. No, it's got 2 controllers. Never mind. It's got 2 controllers.
It sounds like it's almost worth having.
Well, it is. I mean, if you got some Xbox 360 games, hell yeah.
We were talking about this the other day when you took the morning off. We were talking about YK Trader stuff because there was some really funny ads. I mean, there's always really funny ads that go up on Yellowknife Classifieds, but you just reminded me of the Xbox 360. There was one the other day where someone was like, not selling anything. I got an Xbox One and a bunch of games. Who wants to offer me money?
That sounds like selling something.
That sounds like selling something.
It's like, first of all, you are looking.
You are selling something.
But people are like, what games? Pictures? Any information at all?
Just send me some money.
Nah, just PM me.
I'll leave it on the stoop. I did see something on YK Trader the other day that I'm sure is illegal. I'm sure of it. An AR-15 and a pistol. Yeah, it was like, I can't remember what kind of pistol it was, but there was 2 guns, and they were like, you require a PAL license to pick these up. It's like, I think, yeah, you do, for sure, but I'm pretty sure you can't sell guns on the internet.
Well, you can't sell them on Swap Shop.
Yeah, you can't. Can you sell them on YK
internet.
Trader?
Hold on, I'm just buying some flight tickets. Breaking all the rules. I'm pretty sure you cannot sell guns.
Yeah,
I say I'm pretty sure. I don't know 100%.
Well, it's also a little scary if you can.
Yeah,
just unregulated gun sales are not great.
I thought the whole point usually of selling guns was that there was a record of who had what gun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So
and maybe you can do that interpersonally. I'm not sure. Like, sign up a card or copy down serial numbers and things like that. Like if you were going to sell a car privately, you would do very much the same thing. You'd have it registered and all that stuff.
Now,
but selling seems odd.
I may have just been not paying attention.
Okay.
But I don't think this is something that was covered in the PAL registration course.
Which is just picking up guns from a dude on the internet.
Yeah, I don't think they covered that.
No.
Maybe they did.
All right.
I mean, I failed at my first attempt, so there's probably some stuff I missed.
It's like trying to get your learner's permit. It's like failed the first time. Got it the second time, though.
Yeah.
Give me a gun. Ollie, this is a very exciting time for you. What's been your favorite curbside giveaway pickup?
Being the vet that you are.
Have I ever picked up anything for free off the street that someone had left there? On
I
purpose?
absolutely have.
I mean,
I
most
don't
of this
know that
furniture, I think, was acquired like somewhat
You know
that
what?
way at the
All right,
cabin
if
here.
we're going to
It
include
was the
that,
GNWT curbside
that
giveaway.
too, yes.
that armchair
Yeah.
in reception that was donated to us for free by a lady who was leaving the territory.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely, if I'm allowed to include that, that thing is the greatest free item that has ever entered my
That
life.
thing's
close
awesome.
enough. Yeah.
I love it. I've fallen asleep in that thing a couple of times.
A day.
A couple of times a day. Well, I'm not. Once I'm here full time, then probably.
Yeah. Well, I wonder about Dan. Obviously Dan's place is not open anymore in Center Square Mall, but there's still presumably a whole bunch of stuff that he's got. Is he just going to rent people's lawns from them and put old unsold Dan stuff?
Boom. Dan's curbside giveaway.
Dan has taken over the Engel business district for a day. Just lined it.
Curbside giveaway all weekend. Go out and get yourself some stuff from other people that is also free.
Scenes on the cabin.
Jarvis, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Engage heads-up display.
Check.
Import all preferences from home interface.
Will do, sir.
All right, what do you say?
I have indeed been uploaded, sir. We're online and ready.
Can we start the virtual walk-around?
Importing preferences and calibrating virtual environment.
Do a check on control surfaces?
As you wish. Test complete. Preparing to power down and begin diagnostics.
Yeah. Tell you what, do a weather and ATC check. Start listening in on ground control.
Sir, there are still terabytes of calculations needed before an actual flight is...
Jarvis! Sometimes you gotta run before you can walk. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Handles like a dream.
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guest to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including the Monkey Tree Pub and Steak Restaurant, the Woodyard Brewhouse and Eatery, Flavor Trader, Copperhouse Eatery and Lounge, or Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
every so often I will go on a bit of a rant. Just that's kind of what I do. Just because I get to, I'm an idiot. I'm a big mouth, and I'm an obnoxious jerk.
You're a hothead.
I'm hot-headed.
All these things.
Yeah. There's nothing really good about me. But Ollie agrees. Every once in a while, though, others go on rants. I've heard Ollie go on a couple, which have been pretty epic. But Lecter, you got a little rant you want to share with us?
I got a rant for you today.
All right, let's hear what's going on.
So it's somewhat on behalf of my better half, Nicole.
Uh-huh.
It's to do with a parking ticket. You know, we all hate parking tickets.
That's right.
I would say it's like a chivalrous thing I'm doing, but the car is also registered in my name, so it kind of directly affects me as well.
Chivalry is dead.
Chivalry is dead. Anyway, so she was working a shift at the Woodyard last night.
The Woodyard, yeah.
They were hosting a private party, so, you know, presumably pretty full.
Yeah.
And as you also know, gentlemen, there's not often a lot of spots to park around the Woodyard.
There is not.
It's a little bit tight. It's a residential area. When things fill up, it can be hard to find anything. You don't allow parking on the street anymore. That was nixed a couple years ago, so parking is even more at a premium. So she was parked in a spot where everybody parks.
Yeah.
It's technically probably not really a parking spot, but everyone parks there every day. It doesn't affect anyone. It doesn't impede anyone. It doesn't hurt anyone. But
I'm going to interject for 1 second and just say that is not a defense against the law.
It is.
Okay.
It's an old town. It's lawless.
That's right. That's true. I grew up there. It is.
So, like I said, people park in this spot every day. You've probably parked there yourselves. But someone took it upon themselves to be very bored last night and complain about her being in that spot. They complained to Bylaw. Bylaw responded to the complaint and wrote her a $50 ticket.
Ooh. Which spot are we talking about?
So, you know, as you're approaching the Woodyard, the road right between the Woodyard and Hacks, and right by the stop sign, there's like that corner.
Well, yeah, that's not a parking spot.
It's technically in an intersection, but it's not impeding anyone.
Technically inside an intersection.
But it's not impeding anyone from getting through that intersection.
Absolutely.
And everybody parks there.
Right.
It's not a big deal.
Fair enough.
But someone made it a big deal.
Yeah.
So now she has a $50 ticket that we're obviously not going to pay. We're going to fight it. We're going to take it to court.
You're going to go to court?
Even though it's a $25 ticket if you pay in the next week?
This one doesn't work that way, apparently. I don't know.
This is a super.
This is like a
super special.
super violation.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, maybe because it was given on behalf of a complaint. I don't know.
Possibly.
Anyway,
are you going to use that defense? Everybody does it.
I'm going to let her defend herself. I'm just doing the ranty portion.
That's right. Very good. You're doing your part here.
That's
I
right.
will
So
publicize the campaign.
That's right.
You execute.
Because I'm not even calling out Bylaw. Because they were just responding to a complaint. If anything, they were just making it worth their while by going out there and writing a ticket rather than going out there and being like, oh, well, this was a big waste of time. I'm going to leave.
You're calling out the law-abiding public.
I'm calling out the douchebag of the day.
Whoa!
Who complained about this. But I will say, I will give them credit because I assume it's the same person who has acted on people parking in this spot before.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. I feel like I can make some guesses, but I'm not going to. But about a year and a half ago, maybe last winter, a friend of ours was parked in that same spot. Didn't get a ticket, but someone, I assume probably the same person, who was upset about someone just not hurting anybody.
Just having a good time.
Intersection man.
They covered their windshield in duct tape.
Whoa.
And this was in the middle of winter.
That is brutal.
Yeah. So I would say they actually dialed down their douchiness a little bit by complaining to Bylaw. But still, take it down a notch.
I would honestly physically hurt someone for doing that, I think.
We probably can't say that on live radio.
She was...
No, you wouldn't.
No, it didn't happen to me. But if I saw that happening...
We do not condone anything like that.
We do not condone that, but
like a punch in the arm.
No.
Like, come on.
No.
A punch, buggy punch.
Hey, a flick in the ear.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Maybe
Ear flick?
You're supposed to be on my side.
a flick right on
I'm
the
riled up, Ollie.
A flick right on the tip of the nose.
A very simple solution to this is just to park at Sarah's place.
Where's Sarah's place?
He lives really close to the woodyard now.
Oh.
Well, all right.
Oh, I thought she's not living with AJ anymore?
No, she's got a place.
Yeah, she's got a place.
Oh. Okay.
Right next to the woodyard. Budge parking.
We
Obviously
will.
not going to say the address on the air.
Yeah.
Don't want to call you, hoi polloi, parking next to it. But
Hoi polloi.
Hoi polloi.
I think that's racist. Probably has racist roots. I understand where you're coming from, but when you get to the part where you're like, technically it's in an intersection, I mean, you can fight it all you want, but like you're going to lose as soon as you get to that point. As soon as she says, technically it's in an intersection, the judge's going to be like, well, what are we even done? What are we even doing here? Chances are, though, you might go to court, and if the bylaw officers doesn't show up, you're fine.
And they probably won't.
There you go.
Because they probably thought it was a waste of time, too.
Yeah, there you go. Well, to that person out there making complaints and covering people's windshields with duct tape,
Find a hobby.
find a hobby, or karma's going to come eat your butt.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Wheeler, Ollie, and... No Ollie.
I'm AJ.
I'm AJ. Wheeler, Lecter, AJ with you on your Friday morning. Wanted to talk... Well, you know what? I did want to touch on the minor earthquake that struck the Nahanni region a little earlier yesterday in the National Park Reserve. Reported magnitude of 4.0, which is just enough to possibly mix your coffee.
Rattle your cage a little bit.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Did you feel that?
No.
I didn't even hear
Oh, no,
that.
you would feel a 4.0 earthquake. Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you wouldn't feel it here,
Okay.
I don't think.
But how bad? Like, how bad is that? I don't know earthquakes.
So the difference between like a 4 magnitude earthquake and like a 6 is like 100,000 times or something. I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
But the Richter scale is a
That
very
math adds
odd
up.
way of measuring them. No, but I mean, and I know it doesn't add up, but like the difference between like a 6 and a 7 is like 100 times or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that. It's 100
It's very,
times.
very drastic.
Yeah, it's a drastic measure.
Okay.
Ollie is probably shaking his head right now, going like, "You bunch of knob ends."
You
But
have no idea.
yeah, that's exactly right. I have no clue. What I did want to touch on actually was, you know how you're able to select your seats on an airplane, right? When you buy your ticket, you select your seat. You either pay that like upfront charge, or you wait till 24 hours before the flight, and you check in, and hopefully that there's still a seat to select, and you can select it then, right? And you can select you can select the emergency row exit. You can select what ones with a little extra leg room or whatever. Japan Airlines is allowing you to select your seats based on where the babies are at. Passengers traveling with children between 8 days and 2 years who select their seats on JAL, that's Japan Airlines, website will have a child icon displayed on their seats on the seat selection screen, so that when somebody else goes in, they go, "Oh, look, a baby. I'll sit 5 rows away from them."
Now, my question about this would be, is it strictly child based on age or
Yes.
child based on like mentality as well?
Well, I'm pretty. It's Japan, so they
attitude.
probably do some sort of mental aptitude test for the baby before they put it on the plane. Like, can this baby recognize shapes and colors? Can it say a word or two? Is it going to vomit and crap all over itself? Put them through a series of rigorous tests.
Yeah.
Just the baby. Parents are asked to wait in another room, and just to see if this baby is competent enough to fly on one of their airlines.
Yeah.
That'd be
And-
so embarrassing.
Right?
Be like, where's your baby? Oh, I just didn't pass the test.
So we have to go on vacation alone. The baby's back at the airport. So it's kind of interesting though, because I mean, like not nobody. No, you know what? Nobody wants to sit next to a baby that's not their own on a plane.
Not even their parents
It's
want to
the
sit next
worst.
to that baby.
It's the worst because I mean, and I remember being little on a plane. Like it's terrifying. 2, like your ears pop and you have no idea what's going on, so
Right.
it's painful. And you freak out. You freak the heck out.
Yeah.
So, and you don't really want to be like, that's why I bring the noise canceling headphones. I'll try to, mitigate all those things as much as possible. But I don't want to sit next to a baby
No.
at all. So it's kind of cool that you're able to kind of go, oh, look, a baby. So what I picture is just like an airline seat map with all this like just a circle, a wide berth around this baby icon, and just a bunch of empty seats that stretch out 4, 5, 6, 7 aisles away. And then there's all these empty seats around it.
I think I would honestly rather sit next to a baby than sit next to that person that didn't bring anything to do on
And
the
just
plane
wants to
and just
talk
wants
to you?
to make conversation.
Oh, God.
I'd
the
much
worst.
rather
It is
sit next
the
to a baby.
worst. Mind you, I've had some great conversations with strangers on planes.
Yeah,
but
me
there's
too.
there's flights where you're just like, nope,
I didn't want them to happen, though.
that's right.
Just
You're
kinda
forced
worked
to-
out that way.
Exactly. It just worked out well.
I'm a sleeper. I'll sleep on a plane. That's what I like to do. And I get motion sick. So I
Ah.
try
Ah.
to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I try and sleep the whole flight. And usually I'm pretty good at it. But then you get that person that wants to talk to you and you're like, God, I'm just trying to sleep. And you can put your earphones in. They still keep talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious, man? Like,
Yeah,
they're
that's right.
clearly ignoring you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Now-
the worst. But I honestly, I'd rather have like a little icon for stinky person.
Yeah. Stinky person. This
I could
person
deal
stinks.
with a baby. But
That's right.
BO?
Yeah.
Ugh.
BO's bad. Beer farters. So, I mean, you expand
Guilty.
you expand these seat selection ones from baby to stinkies to what would you say earlier? Socially anxious drinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get mark those down. Like, yeah, the little questionnaire on the seat selection is like, do you think you're going to have like 2 or 3 drinks in the plane? Are you socially anxious? Like, yeah, that's me. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah. And then you can select either to stay away from that person or like, hey, you know what? I want to drink with a stranger. I'm going to do that on an airplane.
Sure.
And be really irresponsible about it.
Really, in the grand scheme of things, baby is just kind of low-hanging fruit as far as the ones you want to point out and say, I don't want to sit next to that person.
That's right.
That irresponsible little so-and-so.
Right.
There are far worse passengers than babies.
No.
We have just outlined a few of them.
Bodybuilders?
Bodybuilders, that's tough.
Number one, protein parts.
I feel bad as well because I'm a big dude. So like, especially on like Air Canada Jazz or Rouge or WestJet Mini or whatever it's going to be called. Like the seats are small. I'm a big dude, so like I always take the window so I can lean up against the wall,
Right.
and kind of cross my arms so my shoulder's not inhibiting their space.
Yeah.
So
See,
and
I don't have a problem with that. Like,
yeah, no, but I'm a
that's
big
fine.
dude, and like when I'm sitting there and like someone's coming down the aisle and they look at the aisle number, and they look at you and they kind of have that look on their face of just attraction and arousal. No, but mostly it's like an awkward kind of like, okay, I gotta sit next to it. Hopefully this big fat guy doesn't stink. Which is why I shower
sorry.
before every flight and like put on some deodorant and all that good stuff.
My newest pet peeve on flights is people that pull out, their phones or whatever device and have the volume up.
Oh my God. If you don't have earphones on a plane, I'm going to throw your phone in a toilet. Not the
shouldn't
toilet
be
in the
allowed-
plane.
like, I wish-
a toilet.
I wish flight attendants would tap them on the shoulder and be
Right.
like, you're annoying everybody.
Yeah, you're being...
Here's some headphones. Put them in.
Oh, it's amazing what people do. There's a Facebook group and an Instagram group called Passenger Shaming. I beg you to add it because it's just it's funny, but it's also like this is what people try to get away with. And so there's what you could be added to the seat selection is people who like take their long hair and flip it onto the back of the seats, or put their bare feet up between the seats.
Oh, I've seen that
or
a
clip
lot.
their toenails on seats. Like it's
seen that a lot.
ridiculous. And I mean, I've gotten up in a long flight. I'll get up and walk around just because, you got to get keep the blood flowing.
For
and,
sure.
and I'll do go to the back and maybe like roll my back down or something like that, but not
Right.
get on the floor. There's people who do like yoga in the back, and it's like, oh, I get it. And at the same time, stop. Just don't. Just get the blood flowing some other way.
Yeah.
But I mean, doing yoga on the floor while people are trying to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
You can stretch without doing yoga.
Exactly. You can absolutely
be
stretch without
reasonable
doing yoga. Be reasonable. This is not your personal space. This is basically a bus in the
Yeah.
sky. Stop it. So a seat selection for all of those people. Yeah. Oh, it's like, there's a yogi. They're going to be getting out.
They could
a lot.
all identify
Yeah.
themselves for these flights. That would be nice.
Yeah. Or nervous peers. I'm like, I don't want to sit next to that person. Or just the coup de grace for seat selectors. Anybody who puts their seat back. You psychopaths.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.